K Sports, here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's George in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with LeBron James, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now here's George. Outside Tatum. Knocks down the triple.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Brown with it. Pritchard picks him up. Here's Maxey. And he converts the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to George. Jacks up with 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Now Philadelphia with it. Outside Maxey. Outside Brown. James outside. Just 5 on the clock. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
RJ, it was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50. Yes, 50 combinations. They're hoping for a little bit more consistency this year.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Back over to you.
Allie, thank you. And it's James with the jam.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Takes the 3. Hauled in by Brown. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Outside White. George against Brown. George with the bucket. George has got his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. It's a 3-point game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
And he drops the first.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
And so Tatum nails both of them. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Here's Edgecombe. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on White.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart. That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Pass to Edgecombe. Brown looking around. 13 feet out. It's hauled in by Robinson. Celtics trail by 3. Down low. Here's Gonzalez. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The Sixers again can't hit.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
No good. A bit long that time. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Yep, count it.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
LeBron James. First personal foul.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Celtics, Luka Garza.
And he makes a first. Paul George, he's checked in for Boston. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Brown. Stolen by Conley. Here's Gonzalez. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Maxey passes to Embiid. Robinson with the block. George for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Sixers on top, leading by a point. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
The Sixers leading. The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. James is out there with Jaylen Brown, and it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. And a big finish by Robinson.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Here's Maxey. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Gonzalez. Conley with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Garza. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Garza's got 5.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Maxey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Sometimes you just got to look away, man. I felt that move from Maxey.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Boston. Trailing by 2. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. completely new group for the 76ers. The Celtics making a switch here. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Wade. Paul George pulls down the board. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Tatum passes to White. Here's Robinson. For 3, Conley. Again, the miss by the Celtics. On the wing, Wade. Boston pulls it in. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Maxey. Give him 8 points now.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's 1:59 left to play in the half. James finds Maxey. Queta pulls it in.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Pass to Edgecombe. Pritchard with a steal. Here's White. White coming through.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
There's 1:12 left in the first half. Outside, Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
1 minute left in the first half of this game. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Celtics substitution. Number 28.
Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The 76ers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Maxey. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Pritchard, the pass to White. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. The 76ers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Pass to Edgecombe. Brown against White. Brown gets the inside finish.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Here's Queta. Three-pointer, Pritchard. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the Philadelphia 76ers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Philadelphia leading by 4. On the floor for Boston. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's George in at the 3 slot. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Brian?
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And Maxey is just terrific on the drive. His speed and ability to finish is different in so many ways.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Brown. That one no good. Ooh, nice D from George. To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
Maxey against Pritchard. James passes to Maxey. Nifty move. Paul George pulls down the board. The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. To the paint for the lead. And the layup is up and in. And it's 6 points for Paul George.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Outside, Brown. JB off the bounce. Uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 7 points.
Quick down the lane. Brown flying by defenders.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Simons outside. Barlow passes to Wade. Here's Barlow. Six on the shot clock. Tatum with some nice D.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Kid has gotten everything to drop so far. Shooting 4 of 4. Simons outside. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Banked it in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Boston with some changes. Robinson, he's checked in for Queta. And Conley subbed in for Pritchard. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 2-point game. There's Tatum with the three. Tatum drills the three.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Simons deciding where to go with it. Crosses over. It's hauled in by White.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Robinson, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. And now a 5-point Celtic lead.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Here's Wade. And that time also a missed shot. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Conley. Pass to George. Beyond the arc. Offensive board. White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Brown. And he can't jam it through.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston out in front, leading by 8. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. LeBron James out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Maxey passes to James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Paul George.
He's not afraid of getting physical. I like how LeBron James has no problem accepting the contact while trying to score.
He's perfect from the line this time. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
James can't get it to go. Celtics lead by 8. Here's Gonzalez. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Simons is checked in for the Sixers. The Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Ali.
Well, look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Conley. And it's blocked by Embiid. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Personnel
That free throw good from James. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Tatum a screen on Maxey. Money from 3!
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Puts the move on.
76ers foul. LeBron James. Third personal foul.
That's good from Pritchard.
Shooting for Boston.
Pritchard hits them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Maxey. Oh, he can't get the layup. Boston leading by 9. Fires the 3. A 3-ball from the corner. Derek White.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
So tenacious. Maxey finds a way through.
There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. Tatum fires. It's money from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Tatum! Corner shot, Tatum!
You can't give up these corner 3 balls to Tatum. That is a recipe for disaster.
Outside Simons. Jaylen Brown! Can't hit it.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Celtics.
You know, we talk about this often. Second chance points can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, they hit the offensive glass with a purpose and made the most of those extra touches.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jason Tatum.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Oh, he jammed it!
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
George is there for the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pritchard with it. Now guarded by Brown. It's off. And here are the 76ers. They trail by 18. Outside Maxey. From downtown. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Brown. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie.
body going 0 to 100. Riding, wishing the wheels will fall off. Time is ticking, it's taking you too long. Right before I decide to go. I like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push us down. I like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push us down. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we can't pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we can't pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Come give me life and I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say florid on the high when we load it. Hold me, hold me. You hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push us down. I like you hurt me. Only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me. Push us down. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we can't pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we can't pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Give me life.
At small forward, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Don't you know I'm loco?
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got George, Sarr out there with Davis. Then it's Trae Young. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. James is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. And you'd like to say these teams are playing well coming in. That is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
Young against Maxey.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Maxey kicks to James. And LeBron throws it down.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Sarr with the screen on Maxey. Young finds Sarr. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
And LeBron's playing days are over. And GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Strong finish by Brown. He doesn't mess around that close to the rim.
In the corner, George with it. Davis with it. Brown's there. Pass to Sarr. Outside, George. Over Maxey. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Back to Maxey. Embiid trying to break loose. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Over in the corner, Brown. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, lays it up and banks it in.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
To stop the drought, it's rebounded by Edgecombe. The 76ers leading by 9. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update.
Hey, well, Lebron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Guys, back to you.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Washington going with a whole new group here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Johnson with it. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Koulibaly. The Wizards with another miss. Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Johnson. And they get it. He lays it in.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Maxey deciding where to go with it. And there's the drive. A 3. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Reese. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Here's Johnson for 3. Middleton, no good on the last second attempt there. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. 76ers on top. They lead by 11. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Ayton. Johnson is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. Count that bucket. Ayton's got it back down to single digits for Washington.
And padding that field goal percentage. Just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
James in the high post. There's Brown with the three, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And stolen by James. Pushing it up. The finish. James crowbars it in.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And taken away by Johnson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Ayton. Here he goes. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this is what you love about a highly skilled. He can face you up, then take you off the bounce.
Down kicks to Maxey. And the layup is good. Maxey's got 7 points. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 17 trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. And so James will bring it up for Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Young and stolen by James. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. In close, Embiid gets it to fall. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball. Look.
Going up tonight, who going up tonight? You going up tonight, she 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 going up tonight. Start calling her phone, she going up tonight. Now I lying, you the buster type. Knowing that you lying, we don't go for the hype. Catch up from behind, yeah, they know I'm a. When I drive, baby, know what I like. Let me go for a dive. Who going?
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing the Charlotte Hornets. So the Timberwolves win the tip. The kick out to Wiggins. Good, and Butler. gets the assist.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Johnson. That one falls.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense. Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Mourning misses. Pass to Garnett. Back to Edwards. Launches it. Rebounded by Johnson. On the wing, Jones. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Mourning misses. About a minute into this first quarter. Now here's Butler. Here's Garnett. And he jams it home with authority.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Garnett. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Pass to Love. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
And Love is a high percentage shooter in the paint.
Wallace misses. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
The kick out to Walker. Here's Ball. Excellent D there from Wiggins. The Timberwolves lead by 7.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And Minnesota making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Edwards looking it over. Five on the clock. Driving in. Oh, wow!
Oh, my goodness!
Anthony Edwards.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Wow!
Assisted by.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul. Now
Edwards is doubled. Wiggins outside to the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Hornets trail by 13. down low. Pass to Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
I'll tell you, those finishes are... Whoa! Oh, sweet move. B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And it's Love missing. Hornets trail by 11. And Ball gets it to go.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Pass to Cassell. Knocks it down from distance. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Wallace. Yep, count it.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Zerbiak. Lets the three fly. And so it's Minnesota ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to Towns. Cat doing what he does.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you defend Towns as the screener in this action. He can slip, roll, pop out.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring up.
And Davis gets it to go.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Zerbiak. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. With the floater. Cassell misses. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Charlotte's shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Rice. Outside Davis. Pass the ball. Over Edwards.
First personal foul. 17 foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. A nice shot by Rice.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's Love missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Butler. Now Edwards. Oh, flying high!
Unreal!
Throwing it down!
That's just incredible! Woo! Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Oh! Edwards packs it home!
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Butler. Pass to Love. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Love's got his second basket of the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And here's Edwards. Here's Brandon. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Ball with a steal. And here comes the break. Here's Rice. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
At the line for your Hornets, Glenn Rice.
No good on the free throw. He's off on the second.
That's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
It's the little plays like that that can make all the difference. Not boxing out on free throws is a killer. Now, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Now Edwards. He's got 10. Oh, a sensational slam by Amp.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Johnson on the wing. 6 points for him. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Davis has got 20 points.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Minnesota shooting their initial free throws of the game here. Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Here's Davis. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Minnesota leading by 11. Whoa, Wiggins with feeling.
Is springing off the floor. Wiggins showing his athletic ability.
Pass to Mourning. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's Davis with the drive. Inside. The kick out to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Wiggins with it. Guarded now by Ball. Edwards can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Ball. Ball in the paint.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities. Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get one.
Here's Davis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards attacking. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. It's picked off. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Pass to Johnson. It's hauled in by Garnett. The Timberwolves lead by 14. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Johnson. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Ball into the lane. He's off on the layup. Edwards with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Edwards, that's good. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And Davis gets double teamed. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. From the inbound. LaMelo Ball with the stuff.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
Here's Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Rice. Back to Davis. Clock at 6. He takes it in. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also... and they need more of them.
Butler on the wing. Pass to Wiggins. Here's the three. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. A 12-point game. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Garnett. Give him 8. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
To the right side. Right side, Edwards. Pulls up on the wing. No good off the back of the rim. Hornets trail by 11. Here's Johnson. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns.
And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Davis hits.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Zerbiak. Good on the baseline, Jay. Zerbiak's got 8.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Towns, right side. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game.
First team foul. Shooting from Minnesota, Karl Anthony.
That one misses.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 5 ticks left in the third quarter. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves earning this break in the action, up 10. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Timberwolves lead by 10. Pass to Marbury. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Marbury's got his first 3 points of the game.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Marbury. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Nice shot by Walker.
And you got to know where Walker is at all times. No excuse letting him get that point-blank look.
Outside for Butler. And Edwards slams it in.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Timeout called, Hornets. sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Hornets was getting across in their huddle. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Hornets trail by 11. Pass to Divac. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Good instincts from Towns defensively to find the block. And his reach also helps him out there. Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. He's off from three. And so it's Charlotte with it. Oh, and Towns with the block. Minnesota leading by 11.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First team.
Butler. Now Towns. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The steal. Here he goes. Using the glass to lay it in.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Now Edwards. For three. Oh, no good. Hornets trail by 11. Curry with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Towns ripped down the board. And here's Wiggins. Towns down low. Oh, the baby hook. Nice.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, look, Towns is not just a scorer. He's a willing and capable playmaker as well.
Timeout called, Hornets.
Kevin Garnett. Kevin Love.